There's one thing that bugs me very, very much. Hi, everyone. It's your boy Bryce Pitts 01. Welcome back to another YouTube video on my channel. If you like what you see, smash the free like button on this amazing video. So let's get into this. So, of course, WWE is having their little pay-per-view happening. By the time of recording of this video, I'm recording this on a Sunday where the pay-per-view is taking place in France. And by the time I post this video, it's going to happen on, September 1st. I'm going to be posting this on September 1st. We need to talk, guys. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. I don't appreciate, and I mean this, I really, really mean this. I do not appreciate why wrestlers don't have security or anybody protecting them, or security or a guardian. Basically, anybody to protect popular, famous wrestlers. There's a lot of crazy people out there. You got to remember this. You got to realize this. I'm not declaring that all wrestling fans are crazy. Not all wrestling fans are evil. There's some individuals out there that you have to watch out for. At the end of the day, you have to protect your wrestlers. Let's focus on Rhea Ripley, for example. Everybody loves the Australian Big Mommy, Rhea Ripley, of course. I love Rhea Ripley. If I ever saw her in person, I probably would just give her a high five and just leave her alone. Will I ask for a picture? Maybe. But at the end of the day, she might be busy, or she might be on a stroll, just relaxing, having a good day or whatever, hanging out with friends and family. But again, you have to realize one thing, though. You have to realize one particular thing. And that is, you do not go up to her and get into her personal space as she was trying to get into a car. I mean, how pathetic, you guys. This is ridiculous. Middle-aged men, a few teenagers, grown-ups probably. Like, are you kidding me? Give Rhea Ripley some space. I mean, like, what if Rhea Ripley gets, attacked by these male fans? I'm not saying that they would never hit a female wrestler, because I know female wrestlers can kick back and fight back and whatever. But again, that's like 4 or 6 men. I don't really remember. I saw that picture of it on my Instagram and I was just disgusted. It's like, where is security, or where is the guardians that are supposed to be protecting Rhea Ripley or anybody in that? Oh my gosh, dude! Just are you kidding me? Now look, I'm not trying to have some funny little overreaction type of thing. I'm just calling it out like it is. Security, guardian, whatever you like to call it. Where are the people that are supposed to be protecting our male and female wrestlers? Think about it. What if Rhea Ripley gets punched in the face by some crazy fan who likes her a lot and he wanted her to punch him in the face? Don't worry, she's going to punch you in the face if you punch her. So don't do that. Don't be hitting a woman. But what if she gets murdered? What if she gets assassinated? What if they think that she's, I don't know, the Queen of England or something, if they're mentally schizo or whatever? You may never know. You may never know. And I'm not going to say that all wrestling fans are schizos, but I mean, come on, man. There's a few crazy ones out there. And I'm going to call it out like it is. You have to, like I said, just give people security if they can handle the big crowds or not. If Rhea Ripley can handle it, then of course that's fine. But in my opinion, I think they should have at least 6 security / little staff members to protecting these female wrestlers in and out of the car. If you want to get an autograph from a favorite female wrestler or male wrestler specifically, just be patient. Just be very patient and ask them politely. If they say no, then wait for next time. They don't hate you. They don't. No matter if they're playing the heel as the bad guy or a babyface as a good guy, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Give people some space. They need their space. Because if you don't do that, then either Rhea Ripley is going to get pounced on by wrestling fans from France, or maybe a few foreigners that decided to go to France to go watch the pay-per-view for WWE. I mean, come on, guys. WWE, please do better. Respectfully. Please do better. So what else do I want to talk about besides Rhea Ripley and the whole France scenario? Well, there is a few things I kind of want to get off my chest for a little bit, so let's talk about a few of those things. So, there has been a picture been going around against the one, the only, Chelsea Green versus the woman that I hate very much, Tiffany Stratton. Why are they having a beef? Well, it's not actually a beef. It's more of a beef over Chelsea versus Twitter. Chelsea versus Twitter. Of all platforms of the internet, you have got to be kidding me. Twitter, aka X. Most people are going to call it Twitter anyway, but anyways, so there is a picture been going around between a guy saying, "Oh, Tiffany looks good with and without makeup." But if you ask me, it's just makeup, dude. Who cares about that nonsense? It's makeup. Anybody can look good either with or without makeup. But if you ask me, however, Tiffany Stratton looks 10 times uglier. I'm just going to say it quite frankly. She is ugly without makeup on. That is just quite frankly disturbing if you think about it. She looks like a drunk blonde, which is just sad to me. I mean, and you're taking a picture with a fan with no makeup on. Honestly, at least you look slightly decent with the makeup, just decent. But that's why Tiffany just makes the blonde community look absolutely bad, and most of you people have got to be ashamed of yourselves. But I'll only give a little bit of Tiffany a little bit of a slack on the wrist, just a little slap on the wrist. But the only one who needs to get the hugest slap on the wrist is Chelsea Green. Listen, quite frankly, I understand that you're a little bit jealous. I know you had to pull out your ego and say, actually, I look better than makeup. This isn't a competition between who looks good and who looks good without makeup. That's the most ridiculous argument of human history of 2025. That's what we're literally talking about in 2025. Who looks better with or without makeup? That's the debate in 2025. Dude, you can take that and just shove it up the window or throw it out the window or just shove it where the sun doesn't shine. Who cares? It's makeup, people. It's makeup. It's like getting upset over a Stanley Cup that's supposed to cost like $1,000,000, and oh my gosh, I gotta buy a bunch of it so I can sell it on eBay because you can't get a real job. And hey, it works for some people, and hey, I have no problem with it. But again, over a Stanley Cup, I mean, come on, man. It's a Stanley Cup. Anybody can make their own cups at home, unless if you have the skills for it. But well, quite frankly, something can't pay the bills. So hey, that's okay with me. Whatever. But spending your hard-working money over a little furry creature called Labubu. Labubu's the boo-boos. The Labubu fam. Labubu fam. The Labubu fam. Exactly, the fam. You would rather waste all that money and get that? I'm not trying to hate on the people that like it. That's your choice, whatever. But people that buy a bunch of that stuff, come on. Come on, be real. Why would you waste all your hard-working money getting that? It's like wasting money over getting a useless t-shirt with a few slogans that sound familiar to your childhood or sounds familiar as you are a grown adult later in life. That's just dumb. But again, the whole makeup versus without makeup is such a dumb debate. It should never be brought up again. If somebody has to look good with makeup, always look good with makeup. Or if you're all natural without makeup, I say good. You can still look beautiful, but if you look like Tiffany Stratton, aka everyone's favorite crackhead, absolutely not. This is why blonde women are not my appeal anymore, just because of Tiffany Stratton. She's literally killing the culture, and you people shall know that. You shall know that by now. I don't need to tell you this. Why should a guy named Bryce Pitts should be telling you why you should be hanging out with crackhead bimbos that are blondes that make bad choices? I mean, don't make me explain myself. Like, seriously, I can't wait for her to lose her title to Jay Cargill, even though I'm not a big fan of Jay Cargill, but hey, just give her the title already. Just make her lose the title at the Royal Rumble or even at WrestleMania so they can give her all the glory and we can just move on. Just please move on. I'm tired of Tiffany. I want her to be gone from history. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. Anyways, enough talking about her. Moving on. Moving on. That's all I have to say. She sucks and she knows it. And you know how much you guys missed this. It's time for a water break. That is some good water, folks. I love it. fantastic water. I love water, and I also love Diet Coke. Remember that. And most importantly, Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper, obviously. So yeah, moving on to our next topic. At this point in time, when somebody watches wrestling for the longest time, when do you ever just take a break from watching the wrestling program and just get into something else? Just think about it. It really helps out the mind, and it really helps out who you're trying to figure out as a person. Honestly, ever since I took a break from watching WWE just because I don't have cable anymore to watch Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, I'll still keep up with a few pay-per-views here and there. But ever since I don't have cable to watch Monday Night Raw or SmackDown, but the only way to watch Monday Night Raw is go on Netflix, but I refuse to do that, I kind of feel a little bit better. You know, I've been constantly just been watching Raw throughout every single Monday without missing any moments. But to be honest, throughout everybody else in the world, do you guys still take a break from wrestling? Do you guys still watch wrestling without your mind going insane of the booking, the matches, the wrestlers that you love and hate? I mostly just take a break from watching wrestling just to stay away from the people that I don't care about or don't like. Because if I watch it and if I see a person winning, I don't like that. But I know that's a part of a storyline, or I know that's just a part of the match, but sometimes it's too much for the bad guys to win. Sometimes they have to lose. They can't just win all the time. Because if they win all the time, it'll just be absolutely ignoring, and you know how that goes. So let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know if you guys take a break from watching wrestling and do other activities, or watch something else besides wrestling. Just let me know in the comments below. Here is a topic that is going to divide everybody, so take this with a grain of salt, don't get mad. This is just my opinion, just being honest. Just my honest thought, my honest hot take. I believe Nikki Cross's superhero gimmick, the Nikki ASH gimmick, had gave her championship push over her new gimmick that she's doing right now in 2025. I know, love it or hate it, that's just the truth. I feel like if she would have had stayed as her superhero gimmick, she probably would have been a world champion right now. I mean, she won the Raw Women's Champion. She won that. She also won the WWE Women's 24/7 Championship, which she didn't have to win that, but she did. And she also won some Tag Team Gold, which is pretty good. So that's about like 3 championships. How many championships has she won with her new gimmick that she's doing right now in 2025? 0. That's it. That's all I have to say. So I think they should have never done this whole Wyatt 6 stuff because, let's be honest, the men won their tag team golds, which congratulations. I'm not going to forget about that. We're not going to forget about that. It's true. They won tag team gold, but what about Nikki Cross? Is she going to go after a women's championship? I mean, it would make sense. I mean, I don't know they're on SmackDown or Raw. I think they're just invading both, I suppose, but you got to choose. Either Nikki Cross as her scary little gimmick with the Wyatt 6, either you're going to use her to go after Tiffany Stratton and take the title off of her, or crown her as the new WWE Women's World Champion on Monday Night Raw. You have to choose. So that's all I have to say about that. And just being honest, I think she should have had stayed as a superhero. She should have never gone back to her scary gimmick. I mean, they were going to try to keep her the scary gimmick with the good / bad. When, it was back when COVID and when she was teaming up with Alexa Bliss. It probably wouldn't have worked, but it didn't. I don't know. We'll see. Apparently, I don't know. I'm just kind of just throwing that out there. But yeah, that's my hot take. So I believe that Nikki ASH should have had stayed with her gimmick and probably win more championships instead of what she's doing right now in 2025. That's my hot take. So yeah, I think that's about the wrestling stuff I kind of want to talk about. I mean, the whole makeup situation on Twitter between who does it better, either Tiffany or Chelsea Green. Kind of a wasteful debate in my opinion. Nobody cares about that. And talking about Nikki Cross and Rhea Ripley on why everybody needs security to keep her protected. But anyways, guys, I think that's about it for this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the notifications on this amazing video. And there's a new feature on YouTube that they decided to add on the platform, which is the hype system, which is like a star, kind of like a shooting star. If you want to click that and support the channel, that would be great. But this time, I'm shutting off for now, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out, y'all, and stay safe, and God bless you all. Take care.